Good morning.
Good morning. Just have a few minutes until, well,
Few
not
seconds.
a few seconds, a few seconds until 10 o'clock. We'll just give you a little bit of time to
get connected.
yeah, that's a good word.
Yes. So if you're not connected, you won't hear this. But if you are connected, you're listening to us.
You're so lucky.
But anyway,
we appreciate you tuning in and watching us all
Yes.
these months.
Yes.
It's been a fun ride. I don't know if we're any better at technology or
not.
but yeah.
And
Hey,
when- oh,
it's 10 o'clock.
all right.
Okay, now we can be official.
Welcome, Bonneville County. You have just joined Breakfast with the Cooks live on Facebook.
I'm Sherry, and this is my husband, Kevin, and he just won the primary election for the Senate seat in District 30, and we could not be more excited.
Yes, we did it. We
I
won
know,
it.
I
We're
know.
so excited.
I don't even know if
It
it's
was-
still set in yet. Do you think it has?
I don't know. It's incredible. The
Yeah.
amount of work, and then it just paid off.
And the
It's-
amount of support.
Yeah, it was really exciting. So Tuesday night was probably we'll go down in history as one of Kevin's top 10 nights. Just awesome. It really was. But leading up to Tuesday night, we had, as you can imagine, several people would say, hey, how are you doing? Are you going to win? Or where are you at? What are your thoughts?
How
What's
are
your
you
gut
feeling?
feeling?
How are you feeling about it?
And
what do you
one-
think?
One day would say, oh, we won. It's all right.
Oh,
We're
you
doing
never
good.
said you
Well,
won. We're like, well, we feel good about
Yeah.
things because we talk to people and they'd say, well, we voted for you. And so, you'd go like, okay, well, people are voting for us. Then we'd go, wait a minute. The only people we really talk to are people
In our
that we
circle.
know. Yeah, and it's not that we don't want to talk to everyone. It's just that's who we saw at graduation, and that's what we saw at different places. And
We
they
just-
know us. Of course, they're going to vote for you.
We had no clue. One day would feel good, and the next day would feel like, oh my gosh, we're going to lose.
There was no indication. There was no way to
There
tell.
really wasn't. So, and then they started asking as we got closer to Tuesday night. It says, well, you're going to have a party, aren't you? A campaign party, election night party. And my first thought is, of course not. What if I lose?
And my first thought was, I don't have time to plan something like that.
That's the last thing is I want 50 people around me to watch me react, my emotional reaction to losing. So it was, no, we're not going to do it.
Nope.
And then my sister-in-law says, well, you got to do something. And so it wasn't until Monday morning that we said, what the heck? Let's do it.
We'll have an end of the campaign open house. Wasn't a party, it was an end of the campaign open house because regardless if you won or lost, we were excited to come to the end of the campaign.
Yes, we were. It was exciting to have done. So even the cake said, congratulations, Kevin, to a job well done. So
yeah.
it was nothing about, it was just
A job well done. Yeah. And we just kind of invited our campaign party. That's not the right word.
those who worked, they did a lot of work for us that we
Our
met with
committee.
regularly.
Yeah,
Committee.
our
That's the word.
campaign committee.
Yeah.
We just kind of invited them to the open house and said, hey, it's from 8:30 to 9:30. Stop by if you're free.
We had cookies from the cookie place. We had fruits, fruit salad kind of
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and just a lot of things.
Your cake, ice cream,
Yeah,
water.
water. So Tuesday morning, we called the elections office and says, okay, how are you going to announce the numbers, the results?
Yeah, how do we find out?
Yeah, so they says, well, you go to our website, and at 9 o'clock, we'll put the numbers. And so I thought, 9 o'clock sharp, the numbers will be
Yeah.
there, we will know. And so we proceeded to set this party up. Sherry put up all kinds of decorations because she is a party animal. She put up the
I don't know if I'm a
decorations.
party animal,
We had
but I do like to
tables.
decorate.
Yes. We had tables and chairs up, and we even put the big screen TV outside, hooked it up to my laptop,
Right.
made sure we had internet connection that we could get to the website and start showing the numbers. So everything was ready to go. People started showing up at 8:30. At 8:58, I sat down to the laptop and started hitting refresh. Show me the numbers. Show me the numbers. 9:30 came and went, and still.
We did that every 30 seconds. refresh.
I have carpal tunnel from hitting refresh so often.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was just 9:30. I finally get up from the computer and I turn to my son Jackson. This is Jackson. Man the
take
laptop.
over.
Don't let it go to sleep. Keep it over. And so I walked away, and then probably within a couple of minutes, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, the numbers finally came in, and
It showed that
it
you were
was,
ahead.
yeah, and it was just, but we didn't think that
didn't-
was the final numbers.
We didn't know if it was the final number. It just showed that he was ahead, and people had told us before. Now, don't get too excited either way, because they'll just probably go ahead, and sometimes you'll be
more
ahead,
numbers.
and sometimes your opponent will be ahead, you know, so we didn't know. We didn't know what to think.
And then we started adding up. Think about that. We started adding the numbers and like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like, this is it.
This is it. This
And
is
then
final.
when we refreshed the page, I think it might have been the Secretary of State
Yeah.
page. It had a check by
Check
his
mark.
name.
It was
And
final.
that's when we got excited.
So it was just really, really
That's
cool.
when the hooting and
and
hollering
exciting.
started.
Yeah. So the cheers went on and on and on, and the congratulations, and it was just a lot of fun that night.
And he was grinning from ear to ear, which those that know Kevin really well know he's not the easiest to photograph, because his smile is more of a grimace sometimes.
The cook grimace.
Yeah, the cook grimace.
Not that we're mad. That's just the natural look.
Yeah,
It was the only time since we've been married that Sherry didn't have to say, smile.
no, smile the real way.
Yeah, smile. We're going to take a picture, smile. And I was just smiling from ear to ear. It was
probably
great.
because it was what, 69 to 31 or
Yeah.
61 to 39.
Yeah,
I
so
can't
it was-
remember.
it was a big
a
win.
huge margin. There
that
was
goes-
no question.
Goes out to you guys that,
Oh,
that
yeah,
voted
for
us.
sure.
So we appreciate
Well,
it.
and
So,
you that did so much.
yeah.
I mean, that's just what blows us away.
So we went into the house, after everybody left, we went in the house and kind of crashed on the
10:30.
couch. But the adrenaline was just going. We couldn't do anything. So we got back up, went out and cleaned up
Well, you
everything
couldn't do
outside.
anything because you kept getting phone calls
Well-
and text messages. Your phone was going crazy. My phone was going crazy. You had the reporters calling you. You
It
had
was-
different people calling you.
We literally had hundreds of people texting, emailing, messaging, calling, and just congratulating.
Both of us, and thank you.
And it
that meant
was
so
awesome.
much.
It was just incredible to get so much support behind us on that. And even yesterday we were still getting a few emails and text messages. Oh, I just saw the numbers, congratulations. So it was just overwhelming, very, very humbled of the support that we got to do it. And even now, so we've done all this work. And if you know, even look back, there was a point where the two of us looked at each other, about a month into the campaign, we looked at each other and says, we can't do this. We cannot keep up with the demands of this campaign. It was just overwhelming. And
Well,
we went,
yeah, and we had our campaign committee, and they were awesome. They were so amazing. And then COVID hit,
yeah.
and that kind of changed the dynamics for every single person.
Then out of nowhere, we just had people calling and asking, what can I do?
Yeah,
And-
people that didn't know you,
Yeah.
didn't know me, but they knew of us.
So
They were a
they were
huge
probably
blessing.
sorry they asked, because I didn't just give them one thing. I gave them a list of things to do.
Yeah, it was like, okay, here's what I need done. Dun, 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 dun,
And I didn't say just pick one. I said pick 2 or 3 and get them done, will you please? And then they did it. They
Yeah.
never checked back. They never asked questions. They just went and did it. And I am just so grateful. And even today, after the primary is over, okay, we had 25 of those 4x8 signs. We had 50 of the 2x3 signs, and 250 of those small signs.
I think 500.
500.
Yeah, we had
500
500.
signs.
Yeah.
Well, getting those all together again are impossible. But we're having people call and text and message and say, hey, I picked my sign up, my neighbor's sign, I picked a few signs up in the street. What would you like me to do with them? Would you like me to drop them off at your house or keep them till November? Or do you want to come and get them? And it's just been crazy, the amount of people that are just so willing to go help and work. And help us
Bonneville
out.
County, you are amazing.
It's awesome. It's just
We
incredible.
live in the best community
So,
ever.
so the answer to that is yes, we do need those signs. We'll need them in November.
We do.
Because in November, so right now I'm running unopposed. And so in November, the elections, they'll still come and they'll still go. And unless something major happens, I will be representing Bonneville County, District 30 in Boise as senator. And so that's when the real work begins. We thought we were busy now. I think the real work begins is when we go to Boise and start.
No, not necessarily, because you've already said, I need to start meeting with so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. I need to learn more about this and this and this.
Right.
So it's not like you're not working until you get
Oh,
back to
no,
Boise.
no.
I mean, you're starting now. You're like, I need to understand this better, and I need to understand that better, and I need to
Yeah,
surround yourself
the
by
work
people.
starts now. We've taken this past week off, and I'm going to take one more week off, and then we're going to start meeting with different people and figure out what I need to do and how to do it, and hopefully hear from you. I would love to hear what are the issues that you face, that Bonneville faces. What are the issues, and what are your thoughts on how to resolve it? I don't have all the answers to everything, but I believe we have some pretty darn smart people in Bonneville County. And if we haven't already have the idea how to solve it, I do believe that somewhere else, in some other state or county or community, they've solved the issue of property taxes or whatever else the issue is. And so we just need to look and research, ask the right questions, and then sit back and listen and to resolve those issues. And I believe we can. I think we can make a difference. I really do believe that.
But it's going to take all of us.
It is. So please text, email, call me, whatever. Let's
Right.
hear the issue so we can fix it. Let's make a difference.
His Facebook is still active. You can message him through there. The website's still active. There's the Ask Kevin there that you can email him directly, or it's just kevincookforidaho@gmail.com. I mean, he wants to hear from you. He's representing you.
It's not over. The primary elections is over. But now the work, we roll our sleeves up together. And together we're going to resolve these issues.
Right.
So
Okay, we're taking too much of their Saturday morning.
yes, we are.
Future
10
Senator,
minutes.
do you
All
have
right.
anything else you want to
Well-
add or say? Or
Someone's asked about the future of Breakfast with the Cooks. Okay?
you guys aren't sick of us yet?
We want to keep doing this, but we want to cut it back to the first Saturday of each month. That we will do Breakfast with the Cooks. It's the first Saturday of each month until we're in session. Then we'll go back to doing it every Saturday because, again, I want to tell you what's on the table. What are we facing? What bills are we passing? I need to know your input. And so that would give your opportunity face-to-face through Facebook anyway to hear what's going on in the session and hopefully you to give me some comments back of what we need to do.
Yeah, he's representing you. He needs to know.
So
What do you want? What do you think? What can you help with?
yeah. So Breakfast with the Cooks is going to slow down until January, once a month. Okay,
excited.
I know you're excited.
Because this isn't natural for us to talk to ourselves in the camera like this.
So anyway, we're out of time, but please, I guess what I gotta say is thank you. Thank you for joining the movement. It is not over. So come together, and together we will put Idaho first.
Just like you have by electing future Senator Cook here.
Yes.
There's my plug.
Thank you
Thanks
so much.
guys.
Have a great weekend. We'll see you.